Congress must get a bill to the president's desk this weekend to protect families and from these potential devastating impacts. Okay, April.
Karine, I want to go back to the rail strike or potential thereof, and I want to drill down on what you continue to say, the hurt. You know, this White House, this administration on the Hill, you guys are rallying the economy as some are concerned about what the first quarter, the end of the first quarter could look like in 2023. Could you qualify and quantify what that hurt looks like? Because you keep talking about the union people and their families, but it's broader than that.
Yeah. Absolutely. Let me break it down exactly what this could look like. It would have a rail shutdown, would have a grinding effect on our economy to halt and touch the lives of nearly every family across the country. Even in the days before a rail stoppage, serious disruptions will begin to occur. A couple of examples here. By Friday, Class 1 railroads will likely begin to notify their customers of the wind down process. Just the announcement would disrupt supply chains as companies begin to reschedule shipments from rail to truck. As soon as this weekend, Class 1 railroads may begin to refuse to transport hazardous materials like chemicals necessary to treat drinking water and wastewater. Oil and gas refineries unable to ship out hazardous byproducts will stop producing diesel and gasoline, creating supply constraints. The auto sector could also be disrupted as soon as this weekend as well. Last time around, the railroads began refusing to transport automobiles about a week ahead of the shutdown deadline. So again, Congress must get a bill to the president's desk this weekend to protect families and from these potential devastating impacts. So this is what we're talking about. These are real life, changes and impacts that we can see here.
So with that said, thank you for all that. Didn't expect you to have it. Thank you. But at the end of the day, you are fighting inflation. This White House is fighting inflation. And it sounds like the numbers will go up again. What is in place? What are you guys working on in case there is a strike? In understanding those numbers and all the things that you qualified and quantified, what is in place to cushion the American taxpayer's pocketbook or the American consumer's pocketbook with this knowledge that you have?
So let me just on inflation for a second, and it's I do want to point out that we've seen in recent months, which is inflation slowing in the third quarter compared to first and second quarters. So that's good news. And the last CPI, we've seen prices fall for used cars, apparel, inflation moderation for housing, food, and services. All welcome news as we head into the holidays. So we have seen that in the data points in the past several months. So that's important to note. And as I've said many times, when it comes to the president's economic plan, inflation is lowering costs and dealing with inflation, fighting inflation is the president's number one priority. At the beginning of the briefing, I laid out gas prices, how much it's fallen. The average, the gas price that you'll see is about $2.99. It's gone down by more than a $1.50 per gallon, and that's because of the work that this president has done with the Strategic Petroleum Reserve, taking historic action. So that matters as well. We are certainly working towards that. But look, the president is confident that Congress is going to act on this, that we are going to, work to avert a railway shutdown. That's why you saw the House today. He complimented the House, the Speaker, and the leadership to getting moving the bill forward, and it included Democrats and Republicans, right? So we saw a interest of getting this done across the spectrum. So we're going to continue to work towards that. It's going to go to the Senate next, and the president and his team is going to continue to encourage members to get it done.